Hey, we're not on the highway yet, but I wanted to turn on the camera and shoot. We're just coming up Hefner Parkway, and we're coming around some corners. There's water on the road. It by no means is it dry. It's wet, and there's some standing water in a few places. But we're just doing some lane changes in the Z, just kind of get a feel. It's just at this point, we're not going very fast, about 55 miles an hour, but the traction, wet traction right now, it is phenomenal. I mean, we're cutting over, changing lanes, coming around corners. I just feel the tires on the road, and that's a great tribute to the design by Bridgestone. This is an all-season ultra-high performance tire, and a lot of my friends, and I had previously, excuse me, on the Z, I had ultra-high performance summer tires, which were Bridgestone Potenza RE980AS. They were not for water. They were not. There was one time I was in the Z with those tires and got caught in a thunderstorm. We couldn't make it home before we got, basically, I mean, we were driving in rain, and they were not good. No wet traction. I would give them a 1. We just had to go really slow. But these RE980ASs plus 980AS plus, they are tight. They just grip. I'm just amazed. These are my favorite tires I've ever owned. So we're gonna stay on with you and just shoot. We're gonna get on the I-44 here at Lake Hefner Parkway, and go. Hopefully there's a sweeper there we can do, and then get out at highway speeds. It's not raining, but you can see the windshield. I'm gonna turn it on the wiper intermittently. Yes, the wipers work in the Z, and that's just if they didn't, we would be on it. You have to have them. It's just in case you got it, you know, especially in the summer months. A thunderstorm can come up pretty much anytime, anywhere. It doesn't have to be a high probability of rain for you to get caught in it. And if you get caught in it, in your show car or even your daily driver, you want to have wipers. The washers also work. We have brand new washer motors in the Z, and they're so powerful they actually had to zip tie the hoses onto the spray nozzles on the hood because there was so much pressure. They were literally blowing the hoses off. So we zip tied them. But we have that. We got wipers. The road's wet. There's a bunch of idiots are about to come out to play everywhere, and so that's why we're doing this run now. Sunday morning, a lot of people won't want to come out to play, at least until the rain's not going to stop. It's going to rain all day long. So we're just going out and just doing a cruise. Not long. Probably do about a 30-minute cruise just to see how get an idea for how this car handles with these Potenza RE980s in wet conditions, and that's what we're driving in. No, this is not how we do. We don't go out for joyrides in the Z. On a day like today, we're not doing a joyride. We're doing a tech performance test of these tires. Now we're up about 75 miles an hour. I'm just kind of, you can see me kind of swerving. They track. To an amazing level. I'm amazed by these tires. No, they're not the most expensive ultra high performance all season tire, but in its class, this tire's competition is Pirelli P0. Don't want them. Adam, don't want them. I don't want a run flat tire. Here's why. If you do get a flat and a run flat tire, yes, you can drive on it. for about 50 miles at low speed. But then, depending on how it's damaged, almost invariably you have to replace the tire. There's no patching a run flat tire. So you get a flat, you have to get a new tire. Or you either have road hazard warranty or you don't. And even if you have it, you're going to be replacing a tire, which is never a fun thing. You're going to be without your car. No one I know has all the equipment to mount tires in their garage. Maybe some people do. I don't know anyone that does. So you're going to have to take it to your local Firestone or tire shop. For us, it's Firestone. We love them. They've been good to us. They treat us right. And there's a mechanic named Joe there that is the only person that I'll let touch the Z besides me. And he's a master mechanic. He's a great guy. He's super meticulous and careful. But he has done things on the Z that I can't do, like, you know, air conditioning. I could probably do it if I got the gauge kit and had all the proper equipment. I could probably do it, but for 160 bucks or about what it costs, 150 to 180 dollars, I trust him to do it at the beginning of each season. And brakes also, I'm not an expert on brakes. It's something you really need to know what you're doing on. And so just not a fan of run flat. So in this genre class of tire, Pirelli P0s, there's Yokohama makes a tire that's in this range. I don't know what it's called. There's a few competitors to the ultra high performance all season tire market. Not many. Most ultra high performance tires are summer only or track only. But these, the reason we got them and been eyeballing these for a couple of years was because they were rated so high on every category: ride, comfort, noise, dry traction, wet traction, snow even, which that is not going to happen. It would have to start snowing right now while we're out doing a wet traction test on the tires for the Z. It'd have to snow on us now because we'll never bring the car out of the garage in any kind of snow conditions. But these tires are rated very high in snow because people put them on other cars other than sports cars. I have them on my daily driver, which is a 2010 Altima 3.5 SR. They are phenomenal, and that car will see snow. I'm not afraid of it. I'm going to be up going to the gym every morning at 3:30, 4 o'clock all winter long, unless it's ice. Ice is the only thing I won't toy with. You shouldn't either. Ice will ruin your entire year. So anyway, we're out cruising on the highway. We're going to do a little faster than what we're doing now here in a moment, only because people are like running up on us. As you can imagine, people are always in a hurry. It's 7, it's actually 8 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday morning. It's rainy conditions, overcast, it's going to rain all day, and people are out driving like complete and total maniacs. They're important. Everyone, if you watched my previous video, every single person is a brain surgeon on their way to the emergency room for emergency brain surgery. Every single one of them. They're driving like, if they don't get, their lives will be lost. And in case the actual truth is, they may cause a loss of life with their reckless, careless, inconsiderate, rude driving behavior. And most people that drive really reckless and out of control have the least amount of skill to be doing high-speed driving of any type anyway. Invariably, you look over there, when you do catch up to them, they're taxiing and driving, almost always. So don't do it. I've been to defensive driving school about every 3 years I go, just for the insurance and driving record benefit of going. You get 3 points on your positive points on your driving record, a credit. All insurance companies love it when you have defensive driving training. You're only allowed to do it every 3 years. but I highly recommend it. And in that class, every time I take it, they show the death toll of texting and driving, and it far outnumbers drinking and driving and drug-related crashes. Number one cause of death in 18 to 25-year-olds is texting and driving and auto fatalities. So don't do it. I don't do it. It's reckless. It's reckless behavior for your own life and for other people's lives. So anyway, we're cruising. I'm going to take it up to a higher speed here. Just give me a second. That's 80. It's still, I mean, there's water on the road. It's not actively raining at this moment, but there's water on the road. And so we're going to cruise out, just kind of changing lanes gently. We're going to go out here on to Route 66 for a moment. Drive out to a place that's kind of famous only for its has the iconic Coke pop Coke soda bottle sculpture in front of it called Pops. They have, I think, over 200 different types of soda beverages. People that cruise Route 66 always stop and take their picture at Pops, and so we're gonna cruise out there to Pops and shoot some footage. But I'm gonna stop this clip and pick back up when we get on Route 66. Actually, we're gonna film just a little longer because we're about to take a sweeper up here on the left.